is up, people of YouTube? This is Captain Gimpy, and welcome to GimpyBytes, the only segment on either of my channels that blends the worlds of gaming and disability into one fine point on the space-time continuum. I made a last-minute editing decision to include in this video a portion of the Pokemon Go trailer for those of you who are unfamiliar with the game, just so you can wrap your head around what's going on and all that good stuff. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you want to see more of this, like, comment, subscribe, and share. See you soon. Hey, welcome to my channel. It's a channel mostly devoted to things dealing with disability. I'm going to end up calling it the Gimpy something.
Yep, the Gimpy something.
And today we're outside because we are playing Pokemon Go.
Yep, gotta catch 'em all.
Why don't you tell people about what Pokemon Go is?
So Pokemon Go is a mobile game where you create your own trainer, and the game uses your GPS location and a virtual map of our world to hunt Pokemon.
Yeah, and you can even, it's called an augmented reality game, and what that basically means is that elements from the game show up on your device like in the real world. So yeah. In case you didn't know what it was, because maybe you've been living in a cave and contemplating the meaning of existence, Pokemon Go has fundamentally altered that in a huge way for right now.
We're getting close to some Matrix territory.
And so, why are we talking about a video game on this channel? Aren't you saying to yourself, Captain Gimpy, don't you have another channel that you talk about this garbage on? And yes, I do. But this video is going on both channels because it's related to disability. So, over the past couple of weeks, a few articles have sprung up talking about how Pokemon Go is helping children on the autism spectrum develop social skills.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. I reread this article about a mother who downloaded the game for her autistic son, who is 6 years old, by the way. His name's Ralphie.
Yeah, and we have some quotes from the article that we're going to read to you, so if it looks like I'm looking down, I am. The mother said, within minutes of starting the game, his parents were thrilled and shocked to see him laughing, smiling, and high-fiving with other kids, and didn't know... Wait, oops, I can't read. Why don't you do that?
From the beginning?
Yeah.
Within minutes of starting the game, his parents were thrilled, shocked...
There we go.
To see him laughing, smiling, and even sharing a high-five with kids he didn't know, as he joined in the common pursuit of capturing these colorful virtual creatures.
And just in case you don't know anyone with autism, there are lots of things that happen when you're on the spectrum, one of which is sensitivity to light and sound. So if any of you have migraines, it's like that, but always. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I suffer from migraines, and yes, I am on the spectrum.
Yeah, both. So, and another thing is, depending on your specific diagnosis or a set of diagnoses, socialization can be a humongous challenge. So what happens is there's this thing that kids on the spectrum often do called allelial scripting. And what that is they basically repeat sound bites that they hear from people, books, movies, or whatever, and people think they're random, but they're actually communicating through them, and sometimes it's really difficult for people not on the spectrum to understand. So, yeah.
There is another quote from the article which sums this up pretty well. The playground is sometimes a stressful place for Ralphie. Kids ask to play with him, but he responds in a way they don't understand. By scripting, repeating words from memory, flapping his arms, spinning in circles, or making funny noises. Other kids make fun of him, his mother said.
Yeah. Could you imagine being that kid that everybody on the playground picks on because they're weird and, like, you have no idea that you're weird and you're being picked on? You know that you're being picked on because it sucks.
Yeah.
That's the world that kids on the spectrum and with other disabilities, for that matter, often live in.
Yeah, and you just, as a kid, you just kind of retreat into your shell.
Now, so here's the thing, like, in my opinion, right, because I have, like, a crappy background in game development, augmented reality and VR is probably going to change the way we interact with computers and each other from this point forward. It's going to keep moving in the direction where our virtual reality intersects with our corporeal, physical reality. I had to think of a good word. And that's cool because I can see a lot of potential for games like this to help kids and adults, for that matter, learn to break away from their rigid routines. I mean, my mom plays the game, which is really cool, and she takes it super seriously.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Dude, she went from like level 9 to the next time I saw her, she was level 18, and I was still level like 10.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
it was insane.
I want to close out with the last quote, if you would go ahead and read that.
Of course.
And this is what this quote encapsulates what every parent with a child that has a disability wants, essentially speaking to the idea of being able to lead a normal, healthy, productive life. Go for it.
She hopes that the effects of the game will carry over with the rest of his life, with Ralphie becoming more social, less rigid, and wanting to get outside. We're letting him enjoy the game, but we're also trying to help him learn he doesn't need the game in order to do those things, she said.
That might be the hard thing, because kids on the spectrum, typically, like the ones that I know who play video games really heavily, love them because they're a challenge, and at the same time, like, the kids know that they're in a safe place.
Yeah.
And playing with other people that are doing the same thing you are, it makes the outside world a lot safer. Without it, the world then again becomes a really scary proposition for kids on the spectrum. So I wish you guys the best, and I hope that you can teach little 6-year-old Ralphie that he doesn't need the game to do these things, but just understand that the road ahead is a very, very challenging one.
Yeah.
But he can get there. Sometimes he may not want to.
It just takes a lot of perseverance.
Welcome and goodbye from the first edition of what I'm going to call GimpyBytes. So we'll see you on the next segment.
All right.
Catch you on the flip side.